We'll gather around, feel the love come down. Blue elephant is strong.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So what we are going to do today is we are going to make a fall lantern out of this mold I recently got, but we're going to do a little twist on it. There's been some talk, and I mean, I guess I don't get out much about pink and purple and kind of stuff like that being like new fall colors. So we're going to kind of play around with it a little bit today and see what we get. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm taking Let's Resin's hollow glitter powders in pink and purple. And for the lid, or the little part that I'm doing right now, I'm doing that in the pink. And then for the inside of this, where the little void is going to be for the light to go in, I'm going to do in the purple. Now, is it going to make much of a difference? Probably not, but we're going clear, so maybe. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Then I have some crushed glass, and I am doing like a light pink, and then this is kind of, it looks kind of golden, but it's supposed to be a dark orange. I don't get a lot of orange from it. I get more golden, maybe with a touch of orange. What we're going to do is I just mixed a little bit of Let's Resin's resin, and I'm just going to pour this in the very bottom of this mold. Now, my reason for doing that is two. It's a two-part thing. One, I want a little bit of glass around that top part just for some extra just interest in the piece. And two, we are going to put these leaf stickers inside. Now, they are stickers. They're not like washi tape or anything like that, but it's basically the same principle as your PET washi tape, right? It's clear. We're going to stick them in here. And the reason I want to do it like this is I want them going around the mold, but I want some in front. I want some in back. I want them going in different directions. I don't want them to float. So I thought the best way to do it was just to pour a little bit of resin in the bottom. And then we're going to put these stickers in, get them positioned however I feel like they need to be positioned, and then let this cure. This way, when I come back tomorrow for my next layer, right, I don't have to worry about these stickers moving and all of that nonsense. Like, it's just, honestly, it's another variation on that one bowl that I did several videos back. I don't know if you guys remember, if you've seen it, where I used the washi tape on the acetate sheet and kind of put it around and then put it inside. Like that, but different. This is without the acetate. Now, could I have done it that way? Sure. But we're going to just do it this way and see how it goes. Okay, now for this little part of it, I am just doing clear. There's no point in, adding anything to it just because of the fact that you're not going to be able to see through it really anyway because of that hollow glitter powder on there. And I am squeezing the very bottom of this to make sure that there's no air trapped inside and taking my time. Now, this does have threads on it because it does screw in to that bottom part. So I will take my silicone tool here in a minute, and I will take my time to very carefully, any air bubbles that are kind of trapped in that thread, I'm going to kind of scoop them out. Now, when I say very carefully, I don't want to scratch, I don't want to touch the mold actually with my silicone tool and take off that hollow powder that we put on there, because that would be a problem, and then we're going to have blank spots and it's just not going to look good. So really what I'm doing is I'm just going in there and I'm touching that bubble that is trapped in there and kind of just coaxing it out ever so gently, right? And I will go around and make sure that there's no issues with bubbles whatsoever. I do go around it a couple times just to be on the safe side. Now, as for the other part, I did kind of go around and squeeze it with my hands, just that bottom part. I'm not super worried about whether the hollow powder comes off on that other part, other than the fact that I don't want it to hit the outside of the mold because I don't want any of it there. But I did go and squeeze it just to make sure there's no bubbles trapped in that part. Yeah, and then this happened. Like, really, I don't like, it just jumped. I didn't even touch it. I don't know. I don't know. Good thing I had some resin left over. I did use what I could and scooped it back up with a couple of craft sticks and then refilled and cleaned up my mess. I am not having very much luck here lately with resin spills and electronics. Speaking of which, as I am cleaning up my mess, and actually, hold on, we'll get back to that in a minute. This is the next day. Now, I mixed up my resin. I'm adding a little bit of Rolio Pearl White just for that super sparkle. I just want a little bit just throughout, just to give it a little, like I said, a little bit more interest. And then, because of how this cured, I am going to take my time when I pour this in, because some of these stickers that I put in are almost like right up against the outer wall of the mold. And I want to make sure that I get resin in there and I don't have any air trapped in between the wall of the mold and that sticker. So you will see I am pouring it back behind there. I am taking my time, moving it around, making sure. And then I am going to look actually all the way around the mold, because you can kind of see through it, right? Just to make sure that there's no air trapped anywhere there, because that would be really sad. It really would. Okay, now let's go back to this electronic thing. So most of you know that my camera decided to meet its maker this past week, and I ordered another one. And this is filmed on that camera that I ordered, and it is complete and utter crap. And I apologize for that. This camera decides that it's not going to have a focus feature on it whatsoever, even though I swear to God, when I was looking it up, I read that it had one. So bear with me. I have to yet again order another camera because this will just not do. And then I'm going to return this one. So I'm going to kind of play it back and forth and use this one just so I don't have to not put out any more videos until the new camera comes in, and then this one can go back to where it came from, because it is garbage. Which is sad, because there's aspects of it that I like better than the other camera, but it is what it is. Electronics and we don't mesh, so yeah. Anyway, back to the video. So I did hit it with my heat gun a couple of times. Now I'm just cleaning it off so I don't have a lot of cleanup to do when we demold. And that's pretty much it for this part. We're just going to top her off and, cross our fingers and hope and pray that this works out the way that I want it to. All right, so 24 hours later, and here we are. Now it is time to demold it, and let's see how this pink fall stuff looks. Now, I will admit, I did kind of have a look online just to kind of see the colors and stuff, and it's not bad. Like, it's pretty, don't get me wrong. It's just not my color though. Like, it's okay, but it's not my jam. I much prefer the actual golds and reds and yellows and oranges of fall. But gotta try something new and see what all the hype is about. All right, so the lid, you saw me struggle. I don't know, my fingers weren't working right, but it came out as expected. Okay, now for this. Now, I really like this, and you can see the dimension between the leaves because I have some up front, I have some in back. Can you tell a difference, really, that I put that purple back behind there? Yes and no. You can get hints of it, which is what I wanted. I didn't want it to be overpowering. I just wanted kind of the hints, and I feel like with the red and the leaves, some of the leaves that I chose, and that orange, I feel like it all kind of flows together nicely. Now I have these little ball lights that I recently got, and I am going to put them in here and just kind of see. I think these would be ideal for this. Now, you do have to drill the hole in the very top to hang it. They don't put a silicone piece in there. But yeah, so you do have to drill it. I didn't do it this time. And these lights, they turn off after so many minutes or whatever, and then you just kind of shake them just to get them to turn back on. All in all, I think it's a cute project. I liked it. That is a wrap on this one, guys. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I will see you guys Tuesday in the next one. Love ya. Bye.
Elephant is together we belong. In every comment right, you lift me to new heights. Your support, it's clear, gives me reason to cheer.